Shalom, everybody, and welcome to Beit Tefillah. Time to get ready, people. Time to get ready for what, you might ask? Well, the start of our biblical new year this spring begins the preparation year for the next Shemitah. We have a whole year to prepare for it, which is good. Now, before I get too far in this video, and the people out there that think they don't need to keep it because they don't live in the physical land of Israel, and they say, I need to shut that off, that doesn't pertain to me, I encourage you to watch this video that I did called The Forgotten or Ignored Commandment. That's really important if that's how you feel, because you really need to see that, and don't believe the people who say you don't need to keep it because you're not in the land. That's ridiculous, and you're going to see why by that video. Okay? Remember, the Shemitah is part of Elohim's covenant. We can't simply pick and choose which parts we want to keep or which parts we want to obey. You're either in covenant or you're not, right? And I also wrote this book, The Shemitah and How We Prepared for It, some years ago. It's available in paperback on Amazon right now, and I think it's also in Kindle format too. But please be advised that there is some Messianic or New Testament content in it, because when I wrote it, that's how I believed. I haven't had a chance to edit it yet. I plan to in the future. I have a lot going on. But if you want a free PDF copy of the book, I'll send you one, because I'm not here to sell books. I don't care if anybody buys them. Why pay for it if I can get it to you for nothing, right? So please send me an email and request the book, and the email address you can find in the end credits to all of these videos. Please do not post your email address in the comment section to this video. Don't ask me for a book there. If you want a book, please send me an email, and I'll be happy to send you a free PDF of it, okay? But I kept the last Shemitah that started in the spring of 2016, so I know it can be done. Take some good preparation to plan and put up the food that you would eat that grows on the land, but you'll probably find that you'll save a lot of money during the Shemitah year. I know I did. You get a great deal of satisfaction by keeping the Shemitah, knowing you can do it and that Elohim sees your obedience to His word. Now, I know it's hard for people at times to plan on what groceries they're going to need for the next week, right? And they're thinking now, oh man, I got to plan for a whole year. But you don't plan it meal by meal. You plan on stocking up the food you would eat anyway, and then you just, get in and do your daily menus from that. So you just store what you would eat. So keep track of everything you eat for a month or whatever, and store that up. Don't store up pickled beets if you don't like them. You're not going to eat them. So just store what you're going to eat. A couple of questions that I want to mention that I get asked from time to time is, can I let the land rest and grow food in pots or flats, maybe under a grow light, and not out in the garden during the Shemitah? And I've heard of some people who do that. I personally don't, because I believe it violates the command to not sow during that year. So I go by faith, and I don't want to plant any seed. And I guess you could do it because technically you're not doing it out on the land if you have it, but there's still land in pots or planters, right? So I don't do it. That may be a preference or a matter of opinion, but I believe in trying to obey to the best of my ability. Another question that comes up a lot is, can I eat the fruit off of my trees or the stuff that comes up in my garden from last year that I didn't plant? And the answer to that is definitely. As a matter of fact, we're commanded to eat what grows of itself. Now, you can't go out and take a bunch of apples off your apple tree and can applesauce. You don't want to make spiced apples and put those up in your freezer. You're not allowed to do that. But you can eat in that day what you pick of it. Like, go pick some apples one day and just eat them. If you want to make an apple pie and eat it all that night, well, you're fine. You can do that. We're supposed to leave the fences and the gates open so the strangers of the land and the animals can come in and eat of it. Now, I don't think you have to worry about strangers coming in and going, oh, cool, look at all these apples. I don't think that's going to happen. But animals will want to eat of that. When I lived in Arkansas, I had a lot of deer and other animals come in and eat the apples and the pears that came off the trees. So you leave them there, and the trees benefit by not having the whole harvest picked. So it all falls on the ground, the animals nibble and eat some of it, and it soaks into the soil and it nourishes the tree. That's the plan, is letting the land rest for a year. We rest once every 7 days, and all the land rests once every 7 years. That's how Elohim set it up. That's how He designed it. Okay? So yeah, you can eat what comes up by itself. You can pick rhubarb and eat it. You can pick blueberries. You can pick fruit. Whatever, but make sure you eat of it in that day, that you don't can it or put it up. Okay? So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video and just say, hey, get ready, because the start of the biblical new year coming up really quick, and that's the start of our preparation year for the Shemitah. The Shemitah year starts the spring of 2023, so we have a whole year to prepare for it. Get to it. Get busy, okay? This is the first video that I made this year, and I hope to get more of them done soon, but Betsy and I have just been so very busy, and it's hard to find time right now to do everything we need to do, let alone everything we want to do. But a lot of what we experienced in this past year, we want to put in videos as well because we think that's going to be helpful to some people. But anyway, that's it for this video. And remember, if you want one of these books in PDF form, send me an email and I'll be glad to send you a copy, okay? Thanks for watching, everybody, and please sub to this channel if you haven't done so yet. And I'd like to give a shout out and a shalom to everyone who is Yisra'el and scattered worldwide in the dispersion. Everybody be blessed and have a wonderful day.